So I recently finished watching Godzilla v Kong, and now I'm just gonna do a little review, tell you guys what I thought about it, what I liked, what I didn't like. So starting off, I really did like the biggest thing in this movie was the action. This is movie similar to Kong Island. You get to see all the action in full force, and it is good. The action scenes between Godzilla and Kong are the highlights of this movie, as they should be. They're really engaging, and you just turn off your brain, like you don't care about, like you think, dang, a lot of people are probably dying right now, but it's cool because I get to see two freaking giant monsters fighting each other, duking it out. They really do a good job with that power dynamic in this movie, and I'm glad they actually stuck to their vision of saying that there is a clear winner, and we saw the clear winner was Godzilla. But I like how they do it. Like they use each of their strengths. Like Godzilla, he's good in water, so he's gonna be able to uh, obviously destroy Kong in the water. But then you have Kong once they're on land. He's a monkey. He's good with his hands and his legs. Like he has more. He fights similarly to a human. He uses his fist, his punch. He can grab and grapple Godzilla, and that really makes him a good fighter on the land with his axe. The movie is really good at showing the fights, and like you just have the fights in cool locations. It's bright. There's a lot of destruction, which you really come in to see these movies for. And I really do like all the way the fights are like structured in this movie. There's not too little of them where you're leaving wanting more, but there's like not too many of them to where you're feeling like, all right, it's bloated. I don't want to see any more monster fights. I'm not surprised by them anymore. No, there's just enough action scenes to keep you waiting for once one ends, you're like, oh, that was good. I can't wait to see the next one. The fight with Mechagodzilla at the end is really cool. I love seeing Kong and Godzilla team up. You have Kong pinned down and Godzilla hits his axe with the charge, with the atomic breath to charge it up before he destroys Mechagodzilla. It's really cool. I do like how they Godzilla does win in the end, but they do have a mutual respect, and you can see that Godzilla respects Kong as a fighter and as another Titan, because normally he can't let other alpha level Titans win. So Godzilla, but Kong did prove his worth, being able to fight Godzilla and keep up with him. So Godzilla did kind of like show his respect and move on into the ocean. Another thing that's good about this movie is visually it's beautiful. Like visually, the places that you go to in this movie are very stunning. Like they use that CGI in these locations to the good. Like they use it to the max, not to the good, to the max. Like Skull Island, the simulation dome looks very similar to how it did in Kong Skull Island. You have the beautiful like orange lit seas where Kong and Godzilla first do battle. You have the gorgeous hollow earth, like the underground journey to the center of the earth type vibe. Then you have the finale in Hong Kong, which looks awesome at night with all its neon lighting. And then even as it progresses into day, you see all these buildings just getting decimated, and it all looks really cool. The CG going into this movie was something that I expected to not be that good, operating off not that big of a budget. Actually, I don't know. I'm not sure about the budget for this movie, but I wasn't expecting the CG to be that amazing. But I was pleasantly surprised with how good the CG was in this movie. Like, I never got like Uncanny Valley or anything. The movie just visually looks great. Now, the main bad thing with this movie is pretty much the main bad thing with all of these other Monsterverse movies. It's the humans. The humans in this movie are so, like, unbelievable and lame. Not the adults, not with, like, the doctor and, like, his sister. It's the little side arc that Millie Bobby Brown's character and the kid from Deadpool 2 and the podcaster guy goes off with. Like that stuff is just like it's so lame and boring because they don't really amount to anything. Like yeah, they discover that like Godzilla's being attracted to them because they're building the Mechagodzilla test, but like if you have half a brain, you know that that's fine. And the acting from like the kids, especially with Millie Bobby Brown and the podcast guy, it's just not that good. Like it's just like you expect me to believe this grown big black dude, the freaking Millie Bobby Brown and fat kid from Deadpool 2 can sneak around these like multi-billion-dollar companies. Like they don't have like any security systems that these three goons can just sneak around. Like, the humans are so lame in this movie. The Hollow Earth like research team, they're better. Like they actually have a part to play in reviving Kong and leading him to the Hollow Earth. But the whole Hollow Earth plotline, it just kind of seems like they needed a way for Kong to get the axe. And like, I don't get me wrong, I do love the Hollow Earth stuff, but like the humans in this movie are kind of trash. Sorry about my phone there. Someone's interrupting me as always, but the humans in this movie, like, I mean, you know why they have to be there because they can't just have an hour and 40 minutes of just monsters fighting. Because then you need something. You need like something of substance to like space apart those monster fights. But the humans in this movie are just god awful. Whenever I saw Millie Bobby Brown's crew go on the screen, I was really just sighing because it was so like unbelievable and just like I don't believe like how do they sneak into some huge expensive facility and get on one of their monorail trains to Hong Kong and no one finds them until the end? And like the kid like somehow disables Mechagodzilla by pouring whiskey on it. Like no one thought to freaking waterproof that. Like come on, like it's so dumb. I really do hate the humans in this movie. They really do drag down the movie. And the other really aside from that, the other things I hate is that the first like 40 minutes up until the first Godzilla v Kong fight, it is kind of slow, but it's mainly for setting up characters, so I don't really have that big of a problem with it. Godzilla v Kong is a pretty decent movie. I didn't expect it to be a pretty decent movie because most of these MonsterVerse movies are kind of mediocre. Um, I will be doing a ranking of them soon because of the release of Godzilla vs Kong, but the movie was enjoyable. It was enjoyable to just sit down and watch it with the family. Watch it on HBO Max. I don't know about you guys. I think it was fine on HBO Max. It felt really good for HBO Max thing. Like it felt just like a theater movie, which I'm glad it feels like a movie that you kind of need to go to theater for. But I'm satisfied watching on HBO Max. The movie is great. You get what you came for. You get epic monster fight duking. You get a clear winner, and then you get them teaming up in the end to fight Mechagodzilla. But the movie is dragged down by lame human subplots and just kind of like the humans feeling like they don't need to be there with most of the movies, and that kind of sucks. But Godzilla v Kong is a pretty decent movie. I'm giving it an 8 out of 10 and a B. You should definitely watch this if you have it on HBO Max, or hey, even wait to watch it in theaters. It feels like a theater movie, you know what I mean? But yeah, have you guys seen Godzilla v Kong? Leave a like if you have. Comment down below your thoughts on the movie. I'm gonna be ranking all the MonsterVerse films soon. So original Godzilla, Godzilla King of the Monsters, Kong Skull Island, and of course the brand new Godzilla vs Kong. So keep an eye out for that video, and don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you guys with the next one. Peace.